What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So glad that you guys are here. So I've got a bit of a conundrum that I'm in here, and hopefully with any luck at all, you guys are going to be able to help me out a little bit. So I know it's crazy. I just did the Wii stream. Was it a day or two ago? And here I am. Look, I'm back again. I know it's crazy, but I couldn't help myself because today I got a package in. I got the replacement meter so that I could switch the chip out into my buddy's Fluke meter. So the problem that I've got is, that's I got the desk is it's pretty well ruined. It's a complete and total wreck right now. I'm really sorry about that. I'm gonna have to see what I can do about that real quick. Sorry, just double checking my audio real quick. So here's what we're gonna do. There. Yeah, there. Down here. Perfect. Nailed it. Okay. So first things first, let's recap while I take this one apart and let's find out what kind of condition it's in. So a couple of weeks back, I needed some electric work done at my house, and I still not really feeling all that well after surgery and all that. And so I called a buddy and I said, hey man, and he's good. He's a really good friend of mine. Great guy, loved to death, think the world of him. I said, hey man, listen, I'll pay you, if you'll come over and do this. I needed a couple circuits added. And anyway, he kind of laughed me off a little bit and said, you're crazy. I'm not going to take your money. We'll do some horse trading a little bit, and you can fix my dad's meter. So his dad passed away not too long ago, and I had the pleasure of meeting his dad at one point. Super great guy, just genuinely a super great guy. And his dad had passed away, and my buddy had his dad's meter, except for it didn't work. It acted all funny, took it apart, cleaned it up, and just could never quite get it right, and so he asked me to take a look at it, and I did. Oh crap, I've already dropped a thing. It doesn't matter. I took a look at it, and what I found was that this processing chip right here was missing some legs. And the more I got to looking at it, there was just quite a bit of damage all over this board. It was not in the best of shape. It was never going to operate properly, right? And the main reason was this chip right here. Even if you look at the back plate on it right here, this speaker is, I can move it around, it's shot, right? So that's never going to work right. So I thought about it for a little bit, and I got to digging around, and we went through schematics and we traced a bunch of things out on it. And what I came up with was the only solution, because this chip is proprietary and was made by Fluke, was to buy another meter and hope that it worked. Now, here's the thing. This is a Fluke 23 Series 2. This is a Fluke 70 Series 2, right? So what's the difference? Well, obviously you can tell right off the bat. This one has more functions than this one does. It's got amp probes on it as well. This is a higher quality meter. It does substantially more things. This one is obviously beyond that, even a different color and all of those. However, according to the schematics that we pulled up, according to those schematics, the differences were negligible. It was the same exact unit internally, they just left a bunch of stuff off. And when I pull this guy out, and just look at how great the inside of this looks. You need the aluminum foil, the speakers in great condition, all of that stuff. So when we pull this board out and we actually take a look at it, never mind this little shroud, I'll pop him off real quick. When we take a look at it though, the similarities are, well, you'll see what Fluke did, and it's actually, from a business perspective, pretty smart. So what you have is essentially an identical board. Identical in every way. This is our old one, this is our new one. And I say identical in every way. We are missing some fuses and some components in here, but other than that, they are identical in every way. So let's find out if they have the same chip on them. So this is our old one over here, and it's a Fluke 683052, and this is a Fluke 683052. So the same chip. This one, the newer one, is 2795. So this right here most likely was made in 1995, the 27th week. This was 92, the 15th week, and we have a L754 220 and a L754 518. I don't know what the difference there is. What I do know, and I'll get you guys a shot of this here in just a second, is that when I look at the new one's legs, okay, it is nearly an exact match for our old one. And I say nearly. The biggest difference is that this pin 14 over here that's missing is actually here on this board. It's actually connected, traced out properly, which means that this board is a perfect, or this chip is a perfect swap. Now, here's the problem I run into, okay? If you look at this board, it is absolutely fantastic. And to show you just how fantastic of a condition it's in, I'm gonna bring the mobile cam down here and hopefully get an up close view of it for you guys. So this is our original, and it's not terrible, but I mean, you can see things like the corroded traces or corroded solder joints and things like that. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not in great shape either. Contrast that to just how flawless the inside of this meter is. So we have two options. Even this top side of this board, I mean, just look at how good it looks. You know, it's fantastic. Really, really, really great. So we have two options, okay? And I think we got a little bit of dirt and corrosion on our wipers here, but that's nothing some isopropyl and a little bit of cleaning won't fix. 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, same. So we have a couple of options here. Here's the two choices that we can make. We can take the components off of this board and put them on this board. That involves putting the two Ampro legs in, putting our jumper in, putting all of these components right down here, because there's a couple of them. There's not a bunch, but there's quite a few. We can put all of these in over here. Or we can take the good components out of here and move them over here. Now here's the thing, okay? And I'm gonna switch back over to this view right here again, and I'm gonna tell you honestly what I think. I watched a video the other day, Wrench Every Day, right? And you know, they were doing a thing where they were modifying a Dodge Charger, and you know, they found a Need for Speed cop car, and that was the big thing, is he was gonna do the movie cop car and get it back up and running, right? And well, the engine was blown or something. I don't remember the whole deal, but he ended up buying another Dodge Charger. And the question became, well, you know, what do I do? And he concluded that the best thing for him to do was to take the new Charger with the running engine, not the movie car, and take all the movie car parts and put it on that car, on the other one, the not movie car, and that made it the same. But I looked at it and said, that's not the same car. That's not movie car. You know, the engine's is what it is. It was blown and seized and all that stuff, but the shell, the frame, the serial, the VIN number, the chassis, all of that stuff, right, from the movie car is now going to be the doors, right? The doors are going to be transferred over to this non-movie car. The front bumpers are going to be taken off the movie car and put on this chassis over here. It's a different VIN number. It's not the same car. And getting down to this guy, right, to this meter, here's the thing, okay? This was my buddy's dad's meter. This wasn't. Okay? This was his daddy's meter. This is one I bought. Okay? So, to get this running, I have no choice but to take parts off of this to put them here. If I take parts off of this one and put them here, I'm not giving him his dad's meter back, am I? I don't see it that way. I see it that if I take parts off of this and put it here, I'm giving him just some guy's meter, right? That I bought off of eBay. It's not his dad's meter. It's not. So, where that puts me is, we're gonna take the chip off of this one and put it on this one. We're gonna take the screen off of this one and put it on this one, and then that's it. We're gonna call it right there. Because, and you guys have heard me say this before, if it matters to you, it matters to me. If I am putting my hands on it, taking your cherished thing, and I am going to perform work on it, then I need to treat it with care. Then it needs to matter to me the same way it does to you. And my buddy might look at it and go, you idiot. You should have just swapped the components over. It would have saved you a lot of trouble. And, you know, hey, man, you know, maybe. But I know what I'd say, right? I know what I'd say. I'd say it's not the same meter because that's what I'm saying right now. So, having said all of that, let's get into this guy. Let's pull the chips off of him. Let's get this guy rocking and rolling. So I'm going to switch over to that camera right there. We're going to kick on the hot air station to a reasonable hot temperature. And I say a reasonably hot temperature to hopefully a very hot temperature, hot enough to do some good. I'm also going to grab, come here, can't reach it. I'm gonna grab this other little silicone pad. Yeah, we're gonna grab this little silicone pad. There we go. Perfect, nailed it. So, get that. That's what fell the other day. That's what. Bear with me just 1 minute. Bear with me just 1 minute. Something fell the other day when I was working on that Wii, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And it was the one thing that I actually really needed. It was the chip click, and it fell all the way back here behind the stand. Okay, I got it. All right. Boy, being fat sure is tough, huh? Being fat sure is tough on me, man. Let me just tell you. Being fat ain't easy. Okay. I think we are ready to rock and roll. Let's, first things first. First things first. Let me get online best service toothbrush out. Fresh one. I love these things. I do. I love these things. Let's get some isopropyl. Right here. Let's clean this up real well. Tell you what I might do. Let me expand. Let me expand. I don't know if I can. Maybe I can. If I do this. If I do this like this right here. There we go. If I do that right there, you guys can probably see a little bit better what's going on, huh? So let's do that. Now, get our online best service toothbrush out of the way. We're going to apply the perfect amount of flux. Okay. Jamming. You there. All right. So, get a little bit of heat. Let me crank up my airflow a little bit. So I'm running about 420, I think. No, running hotter than that. Okay, I'm running about 450. And about a 5 out of 7, 5 out of 8 airflow. Come on now. I don't like that. I think we need more heat. Let's not thermally shock it. I want to do that. Sometimes they'll flow really well, and sometimes they're just jerks. All right, come on now. Tell you what, let's do this. I don't want to overly thermally shock this thing any more than I already have. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna flow in some fresh solder on him. I don't even care if I bridge it, but we're gonna flow in some fresh solder. We're gonna flow in some fresh solder and see if, ow, stick my hand over the hot air gun. That was stupid, wasn't it? Again, I don't care if I bridge anything. That makes no difference to me at all. just about the time that the hot air gun cooled off. I decided to pick it back up. Let's see here. Adding a little bit of leaded solder in should help this guy flow nice and pretty. Oh yeah. I'm already really liking what I'm seeing. If I can keep my board over here where I wanted it. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to take this guy. We're going to clean up our traces. Had a little epoxy underneath it. This one did. That's what had such a bite on it. Well, as you can see, those little red dots right there, that's a little bit of epoxy it had. That's why it didn't want to let go. That's where all the smoke was coming from too. Interesting. Okay, let's set him up there. We're gonna set this guy right here. He is gonna be toasty. YOLO, set it here. Good enough. Okay. Now, same thingy here. Apply Chippy Quickie. We've already had this one off, by the way. You know what, before I do this, before I go getting too carried away, let me get a up close and personal picture. Just so that I can make sure that I remember, in case I forget for some stupid reason, just so that I can remember exactly, exactly which pins went where, just in case I'm stupid and forget. All right, heat back up, you. Just a nice bit of chip quick on there. All right, let's go to it. I want to keep this hot because I need to do a little cleanup on it. And I can't do that if it's not hot. we're just going to work in here and make this board beautiful again. A little liquid flux here. A little bit of liquid flux, there we go. Flux remover and our online best service toothbrush. Let's clean this guy up. Let's make him beautiful. Let's make him beautiful again. Let's make him beautiful. What do we got here? What's this right here? I don't know. Soldering iron nice and clean. Now we're gonna stick this under a microscope here in a minute and check it and make sure that all these traces are good and all of that stuff. That's the bad chip. This is the good chip. We're gonna have to probably stick him on a microscope too and clean up the traces on him so he lands nice and beautiful. Let's, let me back you up there. That's good. Come on, online best service toothbrush, out of the way. Okay, let's see here. Let's switch over here to the old microscope. Let's see here, what do we got? First off, where are we? We are here. Here we are. Oh, that's why I couldn't tell. Okay. Just looking for any bridges, any traces, anything bridged or messed up. I know that number 13 and 14, I can't find my tweezers right now, so let me find another pointy object. Traces 13 and 14 here. This one looks okay. But I know 13 is a little damaged. 14, I think, is shot, but we may be able to run a small little trace out there to it. Coming around from there, everything up here looks beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Looks great. Now I want to get in here and just, yeah, this is all beautiful. This is great. We do need to clean up the other side of our board because it's janky as all get out right now. That's okay, that's no big deal. Put a little bit of flux remover on it. The old online best service toothbrush. They are good service toothbrushes. They last a good long time. I'll give them that. They are very, very good toothbrushes. Really, really, really are. That's why I like them so much. Okay. I feel reasonably confident that that is reasonably not as jank as it was before. Let's go back with a little bit of isopropyl, just a little bit, soak the whole area, and a little isopropyl. Cleans it up, makes it look beautiful again. And then we're going to come in with just a little bit of hot air to dry that. Look at how good our board looks now. Look at how good our board looks now. Man, we've done a number on this thing. All right, now, what I do want to do is it's going to be important for us to put a slight coating of solder here, not a heavy coat, not at all a heavy coat, just a very fine brushing of fresh solder. Oh, look at this leg. Yeah, I got it. We don't want to put a bunch. We're not trying to flow a whole lot. We're not trying to go crazy. Just putting a very fine light coating on. Okay. And the reason we're doing this is when we set our new chip down, we want to make sure that we have great traces, great contacts, and a good place for him to live, and that he's going to be happy there. Now, if we put too much solder down, he will not land happily where we want him to. He will try to float all around and everything else. So we're looking semi-tolerable. I'm not real happy about that guy, though. Yeah. Not real happy about that. Perhaps what we need is some flux. Just a little bit. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Now, next thing's next. Put this guy down here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna clear all of these bridges. You guys see that little flick movement with the wrist right there? That's actually an important move to learn. I don't have a... Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, the reason that this little flick move works is, and it will work here, but it won't work on the other side as well, is because there's only two pins that are close to each other. In other words, there's big gaps in between the pins. If it wasn't for the gaps in the pins, come on, seriously, there we go, got him, nailed it. So on this side, where we've only got the one pin in the middle missing, then that move will still work, but it just doesn't work as well. And what I end up doing when I try to do the same little move over here is I end up smearing solder all the way across. What we may end up having to do is using some solder braid, which is going to be a real neat trick. We're going to have to end up trying some solder wick, and this is going to be a really neat trick because I got to be able to hold like 9 things at the same time. But if I'm good, the penitent man, got it, nailed it. now. If nobody got my penitent man joke, it's from Raiders of the Lost, or not Raiders of the Lost Ark, The Last Crusade. And if you didn't get the joke, shame on you. Shame on you. You're a disgrace. And I appreciate it. A little bit of flux remover here on the bottom of the chip because we've got, and our online best service toothbrush, of course, because we've got a lot of built up flux. Now we're going to compare notes a little bit here. I'm going to get a paper towel. I'm going to get a paper towel here. Clean up my microscope pad of gunk. Now, we need to compare chip for chip. Okay, so the way that we're going to do this is looks pretty close. Everything's there but the one center chip. We're going to rotate it around. I've got the good chip on the bottom, by the way. And this particular set, set him back down here. Okay. So in this particular view, everything on the top one, you can see pin 14 is missing. Flip them around this way. Let's see here. We adjust this light. Yeah, okay. So, the first three, good. Missing one, next one, missing one, next one, missing one. And all of the remaining, but the last are there. And then finally, the last remaining side. First two, missing three, next two, missing one, next three, missing one, there, missing one, there. So that means this chip right here is our bad one, and we know that because again, we come down here to pin 15 and it's missing pin 14. This is our good chip right here. So we're going to give him one more good clean all the way around. Go. Now we can set, we can really throw that away. We don't need that. Let me get boards. Okay, this is our good, this is our actual board. I had to think about that for a minute. Okay. The way he sits back on here, crap, what is that? Nothing of any consequence. Carry on, sir. He sits back on here just like this. And so I'm going to get the microscope out, and there's a bunch of different ways to go about this, but I'm going to show you with a chip this large, I'm going to show you the easy way. You can hot air this back down all you want. I've done it. It can be done. It's really not that hard to do, but maybe I can show you a little bit simpler of a way. That's what I like to do. I like to try to find the easy way to do things. This can now go away, I believe. Yeah. So, focus. Okay. So, what I want to do is I want to tack. I want to get this corner and this corner visible, line them up, I'm going to take my soldering iron and I'm just going to tack it in place. Okay. So we're lined up there and there. Pretty close. Tack him. I'm going to tack him. Now we're tacked in place. So our chip's not going to go sliding. Now I'm going to come to this opposite corner. Okay, and it's still slightly flexible and movable, right? And I'm going to tack in one. I believe that is what, 60? 45? I don't remember. Okay. So now we've got two corners tacked. We're going to come down here. We can still push this chip around a little bit if we need to. Okay, a little bit. We're not going to have a lot, but we can still push him around a little bit. And it looks like down here, pin 16, right here, looks like we do need to shift to about right there. Okay, and we're going to tack 15. Okay, and 16. And we're going to come up here to this corner. And if these line up, see, we're still a little bit off. You see that? We're a little off on these guys. So if we're a little off, you can't really at this point, I mean, you can push it around some, but you just want to be gentle, because what you'll end up doing is what I just did and pulling a trace. That's really not good. Can't believe I did that. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. So when you're stupid like I am, this is what you end up doing. So now we have to straighten a trace and a leg without breaking them. Might even be more than one trace. It is. What an absolute idiot. What an absolute idiot. I cannot believe I did that. I really cannot believe I did that. So, you guys know I'm always saying I don't cover anything up on my channel. Right? I don't do that. I don't cover anything up. I don't hide anything. I show you the truth. The good, the bad, the ugly. I show it all to you. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. Here you go. Okay? Here you go. Man, I have bent pins everywhere. Absolutely bent pins everywhere. Go. Goodness gracious. Problem is, right? I'm gonna desolder this. That's what I'm gonna do. There we go. Now we can enjoy the carnage together. I really cannot believe I did that. What an idiot. What an absolute amateur move. I got just a little bit aggressive. And just completely destroyed it. I cannot believe that. Here I was showing you the easiest way to do something. How's that look? Oh, let's see here. Looks like we need to bend down just a bit. Just a bit. Well, on the plus side, now we're going to get a lesson in fixing bent pins. So there's that. What is going on with the end of this screw? Is he twisted? All to hell, huh? Twisted all to hell, huh? Are those bridged up there? Can't. I believe they are, huh? What time is it? Oh, see, this is why I have a good wife. Can I have a bottle of water? I don't have any. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'll zoom back out so you guys can see the carnage that I caused, and then I guess I'll fix the board. This was going to be a great video, but now it's not because I'm an idiot. It's okay. Whoopsie. All right. What an absolute moron. Okay, that's enough. Maybe this is fine enough, maybe. Okay, this one's gonna take some work, I believe. Ow. Just got a little twist in him, huh? So maybe grab him and just give him a little twist action here. Maybe that ain't so bad. I don't think that's so bad. That ain't so bad. Okay. All of those are looking tolerable-ish. A little bit more gap in here. Maybe. And then I guess we're back over here this side, fixing this atrocity. I think if we just a little bend in him. That ain't so bad. Nah, that's fine. Look at that. It's like brand new. It's like I didn't screw anything up at all, isn't it? Like I just didn't screw anything up at all. It's like brand new, huh? That's good enough for the girls I go out with, I guess, huh? A little bit of a bend in this, just a little bit. Just a little bit of a bend in this. There we go. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Good as new. Now, we're going to say that. Clearly not as good as new, but, you know, hey, like I said, not bad. Okay. Now on to fixing this. Let's take a look, see here. What have we done? So it looks like the only trace that has come up is this guy right here. That's what it looks like. And if, I don't know if you guys, yeah, right here. You guys can see where I'm at. I bet if I get my, maybe I can do it with this. Let's see. A little bit of a bend there. Kind of hard for me to tell exactly perfectly, but it looks like to me, we get pretty close, huh? See, what I did is I rolled the whole, now it's broken off. Now it's down here. Good, well, at least it's out of the way now. We can run a little bit of magnet wire and tune this guy right back up. Be no problem. Run a little bit of magnet wire. I'm gonna have to fix that. That's never gonna work. So I'm gonna straighten this trace up, run around the board real quick and check for any other damaged ones. And then I believe I've earned myself a small break after being a complete moron. Okay, so we gotta fix that. Good, good, good. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. That's okay. This isn't bad though. This isn't bad at all. This one will come right back over here where we want him. That will be just fine. Yes, this will be fine. It's no problem. Just fine. We didn't mess any of those up. What do we got here? What do we got here? What is this? Oh. So we got to fix this little guy right here. Okay. Alert. Okay, alert. What else we got? Missing anything else? Or do we destroy anything else stupid? That all looks pretty good. Okay, I'm going to take a break. That's enough for me. Wow, what an idiot. Be right back. Okay, 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 I'm back. Okay. Now, let's put this chip on the right way this time, preferably without damaging it. That was not a good start. I fumbled the chip right off the bat. Let's see how well he lines up now. Tweezers. Now, the problem is I got the volume up over there too high. It's distracting me. Okay, that's not bad though. Turn this volume down. Okay. Okay. We can. I think we're close. And when I say I think we're close, we got a long way to go here. Man. Alive. Come on. There. Come here, you. Warm up. We are a long way off. Throw a little flux at this, by the way. Just a little drop or two here or there. That's a good little tack. Now, here, see, we're off. We're off. Which pin is off? The whole thing is off, huh? So, okay. Okay. Let's put a tack there. This is going to be a pin by pin setting is what this is going to end up being. I guarantee it. This chip is so tweaked now. It's what happens when you're a moron. Whole lot of flux. Bottom's not too bad. This side though. This side over here though. So those two, skip those three. Am I missing another trace? I am. Okay, so this trace right here that we bent this way actually comes down here and connects to pin 1. Yeah, so what connects to this? This got it straight back out is going to be a chore. You know what the funny part is? I've got another board I could just go look at, right? And I say I could go look at it. It's literally right here. Yep. So is that pin 1? That's pin 1. Yeah, sure is. Okay. you back in there. What an absolute pain. This is what happens, by the way. Stupid. So, that's pin 1. That is much more reasonable. Now, the rest of my chip actually wants to line up. Imagine that. Imagine the coincidence in that. Come on. Seriously? Okay. So let's just start. No. Let's start there. That's actually it right there. That way. That way. It's got to be that way because gets us pretty close. Just pretty close. So it's got to be this way. Oh my God. If you guys could see the way that I'm having to work this, you would be amazed that I'm actually even getting close. You really would. Deal with pin 15 in a minute. Deal with pin 15 here in a minute. I'm not dealing with pin 15 right now. Right now, deal with 16. Broken trace. We're going to gently, very gently, push this guy over. Very gently. Stupid camera. I think my battery's dying. Oh, great. My battery dies on this stupid microscope. It's game over. Okay. If I can pin it. If I can pin it and hold it, solder it right there, I'll have it. I'll move this out of the way. Okay. Did I get it? I can't tell. I can't tell. Well, we're all the way down. I think we got it. I think we got it. We'll fight these guys over. And these guys over. Golly. Okay. 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 Yeah. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow is what I'm thinking. This is whooping my tail right now, so maybe tomorrow. That sucked. That's terrible. Maybe tomorrow will be a better day. I don't know. So yeah. How about that? On the plus side, I didn't drop any frames the whole stream. Great. Awesome. Cool. That sucked. Really kind of bummed out about that whole thing. So see y'all tomorrow, I guess. Bummed out now. Really, I don't even know what else to say. That was terrible. Everything was going along so good. Silver lining in all of this, right? Sometimes it's best to step away. To step away before you get frustrated and tear something up you can't fix. This is far from being unfixable. It's just I'm tired and now I'm aggravated and it's past my bedtime. It's only 8 o'clock, but it's past my bedtime, so going to bed. I'll deal with this tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. See what happens. Thanks for watching. Man, really bums me out. Okay, we'll fix it tomorrow. All right. Thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Man, that sucked. Just, what an idiot. Just an idiot. What is wrong with you?